Good morning. It is 5:45 in the morning and I'm headed to the gym that opens at 6. I go to the gym like 3 times a week and I have 3 of these shirts from a Spartan race that I did because my mom and dad both gave me their shirts, and it just occurred to me right now that I wear it almost every single time that I go. But it's not the same shirt, it's 3 different shirts, so you know what I mean? Let's go work out. So today's Wednesday. Wednesdays are my lightest days, which is why I chose to do a day in the life on a Wednesday, because I don't think it will be very interesting for me to show you a day where I have a bunch of classes and I'm just pulling out my camera after each class and being like, I just finished class number 1. I just finished class number 2. Like, I want to show you some things that I actually do in a day when I have time to do things. You know what I mean? Every part of me wants to skip class right now and just go on a really long walk because it is the most beautiful day outside ever. Today, just like every other day of my college life, I'm gonna have oatmeal and bananas and peanut butter because bananas and oatmeal are very cheap and I am balling on a budget because I gotta save up. Also, Los Angeles is just expensive. Everything, the food, you name it, it's expensive here. I am so obsessed with saving money and not wasting money. I know the specific stores that specific vegetables have the lowest prices at. So I will go to a certain store for some of my vegetables and then a different store for other vegetables because they're just cheaper at that store. I will do whatever it takes to save 30 cents on my cucumber. I will. Dance around your apartment to your favorite music while you're picking out your outfit, you are doing it wrong. Okay, now I'm cutting up a little snack because I'm gonna meet with my friend after class. How cute is that? I don't have very many friends and I don't know how many times I've hung out with friends this semester, but today I am. Out of all the bell pepper colors, the green bell peppers are the cheapest, which is why I get green bell peppers, and they're growing on me. At first, I really did not like the taste of green bell peppers. I really only liked yellow and red, but now I think green might be my favorite. That's a long shot. I haven't even had red or yellow in a long time, so I guess I can't really say that. But I do like these now. That's pretty cool, yeah? So I just got out of stage lighting and currently we're working on cueing a song from Hamilton, which is really fun. I love Hamilton. Stage lighting isn't one of my favorite classes, but the teacher's so passionate about what he's talking about that it makes it super interesting, which is one reason I love USC, is that all the teachers here are so passionate about what they're teaching, and that makes a huge difference as a student. Also, a requirement to teach here is that the teachers have to be working in the industry currently that they're teaching in, so they all have real life experience and really know what they're talking about, and again are so passionate about what they're talking about. This is my friend Kenzie. Remember how we met? I want to tell a story. Do you remember how we first started talking? You don't remember? Okay, we were in a Zoom class together and I private messaged her telling her that she was pretty. And that's how we became friends. So this is your...
And now here we are.
This is your sign to reach out to someone.
Yeah, because you never get anything you want unless you ask.
Okay, I just got back from... You see me wipe my lip? I just got back from hanging out with a friend. Now I'm gonna eat some lunch. I really badly want to skip lunch. Like, it would be very easy to skip lunch right now because I just have so many things to do. But We need to eat. We need to fuel our bodies so that we can get everything that we need to get done. I'm eating out of a Tupperware per usual because all of my dishes are dirty. This Tupperware I did not buy. It was a takeout container that I got from some restaurant and now I've been reusing it. I am very hot right now because in my apartment, the air conditioning is very, very loud and I am very sensitive to noise. So I have to pick between being annoyed with the noise but not being super hot or being hot and being at peace inside of my mind. And right now I'm picking sweat. I'm really trying to challenge myself recently to eat more mindfully, and what I mean by that is just not going on my computer or my phone while I'm eating. And it's not easy because I've definitely formed the habit of going on my phone or watching a YouTube video while I'm eating, but it really is just a habit, and habits take 21 days, so I'm trying to be patient with myself. It's kind of crazy when you just sit with yourself and your thoughts, a lot comes up that if you don't give yourself time to just sit with yourself, never gets the space to come up, you know what I mean? And I'm a pretty forgetful person, at least I've felt like it recently, but every time that I sit down to eat, all these things come up that I'm like, oh, I just remembered I wanted to do this. Oh, I just remembered I wanted to do this. And it's challenging because then in that moment I want to do those things right then. I want to send that text that I wanted to send or send the email, whatever. But it is nice because I feel like I'm remembering more things. My shoes are off. My rings are off. That means it's officially time to settle in and get some work done. First, I need to create some content because when I was making my lunch, I had some ideas come to my head. So I'm gonna do that first. I'm actually really proud of my consistency with content creation during the semester because education comes first 100%, and I told myself I'm gonna give myself grace if I'm not able to make content every week on YouTube or every day on TikTok because school gets too much and I need to put that first. But that never happened. I was super consistent and I made time for both. I love making content so much. It's my favorite thing ever. If I'm in my apartment, there's a 10 out of 10 chance that my belt will be unbuckled. Go shawty, it's your birthday, we gonna party. My biggest fear used to be being alone with my own thoughts. I have a lot of things to say about this. I'm trying to find a movie that I can use for my final project in one of my classes because you either have to use a movie or a book, and we all know I'm not about to read a book for this final if I don't have to. So I'm trying to find a movie about mental health because I want to do a paper on the pros and cons of being diagnosed with a mental illness, because obviously there's pros of knowing what is happening inside of your brain and getting that diagnosis so that you can get the right treatment, but there's also a mental toll that comes with getting diagnosed with a mental illness and this feeling of feeling broken and like there's something wrong with you once you get that diagnosis, and maybe you go your whole life, for example, not knowing that you have ADHD, and then all of a sudden you're an adult that gets diagnosed with ADHD, and it's just kind of this identity crisis of my whole life this thing has been occurring inside of me, but I didn't know it, and it just changes a lot, and I really want to explore that because I think that it's a topic that I don't hear about very often. In case you're wondering, I have 1,832 emails unread in my school email, 9,924 unread in my personal email, and I have about 300 text messages unread. It's hard to keep up, man. I decided to walk to the grocery store. I don't know why this is a thing, but even if I don't have anything in my bag, I have to bring a bag. I feel so bare and naked without some sort of bag on me, even if there's nothing in the bag. It's like a crutch. I don't know. It's also cute. That doesn't hurt. Are you having fun? Look how cute my apartment is. I'm so grateful. We gonna party like it's your birthday. Why is that song stuck in my head? I went to a wedding last weekend in Arizona. We danced all night because that's what you do at weddings, right? And I was reminded of how much I love dancing, and so I think that that's why I've been dancing so much today and for the past week and a half, because I remembered how much I love dancing. I need to dance more. We all need to dance more. Put on some music and just dance. Just dance, even if you're really bad. I try not to have any regrets, you know? Like, I'm so grateful for all the sports I played, etc., etc. But dang, I wish that I did dance so badly, because unlike swimming, learning how to do butterfly stroke is not going to help me in normal life, but learning how to dance, we all have to dance at one point in our life. We all go to an event where people are dancing. Me thinking about how I could become a professional dancer at age 21. Also, I just learned about Apple Pay. It is dangerous for me to not need my wallet and just literally be able to buy things at all times. But it's also really great. It's actually been very helpful, but dangerous. It's time for the best part of the day, dinner time. Sadly, I can't have you guys listen to the music that I'm listening to because it will get copyrighted, but just know I'm shuffling a country love song playlist. How cute is that? It's so cute. It's been so long since I've had a sauteed onion. I love sauteed onions. For dinner time, hair must go up, rings must be off, and you must have something to snack on while you're cooking. It just adds to the vibe, okay? Just trust me. Carrot. My roof to eat. I like to do that sometimes. I don't have the prettiest view. It's just a bunch of buildings, but I just like to be outside. Yeah, it feels nice, and I like listening to the birds chirping. So I just got a text from someone that is in the School of Cinematic Arts here, asking me to audition for a short film that they are making next weekend, I believe. I am going to work on those sides for a little bit, just break down the character, because the audition is tomorrow. And I have classes from the moment I wake up until the audition is tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to prepare that a little bit. That's one of the most fun things about going to school here as an actress, is you get to connect with people that are going to school here for filmmaking, and you get to collab together and make really cool stuff. Next weekend is the actual peak of finals, so I don't know if it would be so smart for me to say yes to this, because I'm really trying this finals to not let myself get to a breaking point. And yes, it's so great to learn coping mechanisms for when you do feel yourself getting to that breaking point, but also it's about setting yourself up to not have a breakdown, you know what I mean? So I'm trying not to procrastinate anything. I'm trying to do as much as I can a little bit early so that I don't just leave it all for one weekend. So I think that I just talked myself out of auditioning for that tomorrow. But I I love auditioning. I want to audition but then be like, no, I don't want to do it. But I can't do that. That's not a thing that you do. So maybe I will say no. But I think that I might still work on breaking down the script just because that's really fun for me. Y'all, oh my goodness. I went on a walk and then I got back and I was trying to open the main entrance to the apartment building and I realized that I didn't have my keys and I was like, did I drop them? There's no way that I dropped them when I walked because they were either in my pocket or in my bag zipped up. There's no way that they dropped. So then I texted someone else that lives in the apartment building to let me in, hoping that maybe they were just in here and my door was unlocked. And I walk up to my apartment building and they're in the door. I left them in the door. I keep doing that. At night, I will leave them in the door when I come home from school, sleep all night with them in the door so anyone that walked by could get into my apartment, and then I'll wake up the next morning and be ready for school and I'll be like, where are my keys? I can't find my keys. Open the door, they're in the door. That is so dangerous. I'm cooking some rice to eat tomorrow, because why not cook rice right now, you know? Sounded like a good idea to me. Yeah. Okay, I know that guitar is supposed to take a lot of practice. I know that. I know it's not supposed to be easy. But is it normal for it to just sound just so bad when you first start? It just sounds so bad. And the hardest thing is I don't know why. So I don't know what to fix, so I just keep doing it over and over because I'm like, oh, hopefully eventually with enough practice it will just start to sound good. But like, when is it supposed to start to sound good? Oh my gosh. On my 18th birthday, we got matching tattoos. It sounds so bad. But also this is your reminder that you don't have to be good at anything. You know what I mean? I always want to share songs, but I know that I sound so bad on the guitar, so I stop myself. But like, why do we have to be good at everything? Obviously, I want it to sound good while I'm singing with it because then it makes singing with it so much more enjoyable. But I'm just saying, in general, I feel like we're taught that we need to be good at everything we do. And I definitely have that mindset because I hate being bad at things. I hate it so much. Why? Why can't I just be bad at something? If you want to just play bad guitar in your room while you sing, like I do every night, do it. I'm gonna be good one day. I'm gonna be good one day. Talk about a future like we had a clue. In another life, I would make you stay, so I don't have to say you were the one. So Sometimes I'll get it for like a millisecond and then it goes back to summer after high school. Summer after high school. No! Summer after... What the heck? Also, I've been doing these 4 chords for the past 2 weeks and they still sound like shit. Watching you as time goes by, I'm letting it sink in. Ew, gross. Okay, I'm posting a picture of me playing the guitar on Instagram. I'm gonna caption it, my boyfriend took this, and I bet $10 right now that my family is gonna believe it. Because every time that I say things like that, they believe it. Even though obviously I would tell them if I had a boyfriend, but they're gonna ask me. One time I posted that I was transferring to Stanford, and they actually thought that I posted it on Instagram before I told them. And they call me gullible. My boyfriend took this. Y'all, I used to be obsessed with this song. Me as a 8-year-old being like, I was so naive, I didn't know you had to fight for love. You might not even be able to identify it with my guitar playing, but maybe you know it. Say you're sorry, that face of an angel comes out just when you need it. This part, ready? I had so many dreams about you and me, happy endings. Now I know I'm not a princess, this ain't a fairy tale. I'm not the one you'll sweep off your feet. Lead her up the stairwell, this ain't Hollywood, this is a small town. I was a dreamer before you went and let me down. And you're a wild horse to come around. When you try to end a song on a pretty note and you get so annoying. It's been 40 minutes since I posted that photo and we have 1 taker so far. My younger sister sent the photo to me on DM and then said 4 question marks. Okay, my rice is done. I'm so glad I made rice at 8 p.m. But now tomorrow, I have rice to eat. Yes, I'm scooping it with a spatula because I really need to do the dishes in case you haven't caught on yet. Last week, my video was talking about my nighttime routine, and so I'm not going to show y'all what I do for the rest of the night because it's just going to be exactly what I showed in last week's video. But I do want to end the video by saying the best part of my day because when I lived at home with my family, at dinner every single night, we would go around the table and say the best parts of our days. And now that I live alone, I don't get to tell people and I don't get to hear people's. So I'm gonna tell you mine and then please comment the best part of your day. So the best part of my day was definitely chatting with my friend, Kenzie. Y'all got to meet her. She's awesome and I haven't hung out with a lot of friends this semester, so any time I get to connect with people my age and just chat about life, it's really refreshing and really nice, and she has great energy and we vibe really well. So that was definitely the best part of my day. This is a Trader Joe's lentil soup with ancient grains, which is my favorite soup from Trader Joe's that they discontinued, and I'm really sad. Hashtag scooping rice out of a pot with a spatula. Hashtag college. I don't care what people say. This may have been the pot that I used to make pasta yesterday that I did not wash in between uses, but it might not be. You don't know, and I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna leave that up to the imagination. Think what you want. Thank you for joining me. I love you so much and I'm so grateful that I get to make YouTube videos. They make me very, very happy in case you can't tell. I will see you next week. Mwah.